I say, excuse me.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Ha ha ha! What an opening that was! And I'm not talking about James Bond's behind, no. The awesome... Who's there? I don't know, but this may go horribly wrong after all. Well, apparently that was a stealth takedown. Fair enough, it's gone well. I don't know if that was how you were supposed to do it. But screw it. I've disabled the camera. I've disabled a guard. And now I can do the... Good evening, sir. The name's Bond, James Bond. Slightly more rushed than the planned version of that line, but nevertheless, fairly awesome. In the end result was fairly good. I punched a man to KO'd him as opposed to death. Because, of course, I don't think he kills them when he takes them down in a stealthy manner. Anyway, what I was going to do last episode, if you remember rightly, I was going to view the intelligence. I said I would leave it for the next episode. So let's have a look. So, we've got a MI6 decryption. Burnin. Our operative in Eastern Bull, Bond, Burnin, I shouldn't have used. I was trying to be fancy and make it into a fancier sentence than it actually was. Our operative in Eastern Bull, Burnin, was an efficient and intelligent man, capable of extracting information in a reliable manner. When Stefan Pomerov recruited him to obtain bioweapons secrets from a British scientist, his operation was exposed. Ooh, you never want your operations exposed. And he was terminated by MI6 agent James Bond. Armory report. Listen closely, 007. This is to do with the AK-74. The AK-74 is a benchmark assault rifle useful in almost any combat situation. It has been designed without compromise, resulting in superb accuracy across all ranges. A large ammo clip ensures its effectiveness against multiple hostiles. Multiple, yes, because multiple is a word. An MI6 analysis. History of the refinery. So this is obviously where I am at the moment, inside of a refinery. If you didn't know that already, you could be forgiven for not knowing it, because I'm not sure if it's specifically mentioned. Well, I think she did mention it last time. Anyway, that's not important. A detailed model of the newly refurbished refinery owned by Russian billionaire Stefan Pomerov. Although Pomerov's story has been portrayed in the media as a triumph of Siberian industry, rumours have surfaced of underhanded deals and bribery behind the scenes. Specifically, permissions being illegally granted to fly cargo through environmentally protected waterways. You naughty boy, Stefan Pomerov. Statue of the Industrialist. This statue is said to represent the three prime attributes of a successful industrialist: inspiration, dedication, and discipline. It was commissioned by Stefan Pomerov to mark the completed refurbishment of his Siberian refinery, and created by renowned sculptor Dmitry Petrov. A coolant container. These containers hold coolant under high pressure for use in the refinery. Although intended for single use, it seems they have been repeatedly refilled, leaving them highly unstable. My mind was reading too far ahead, so I've put both unstable and liable together to form unstableable. They're making them highly unstable and liable to rupture. I believe we find that out a little more later on. An exhaust pipe. I think we know what exhaust pipes do. They shoot exhaust out of them, so I'm not going to bother reading that. A hybrid anthrax formula. Holy shit. An analysis of the formula held on these servers reveals the development of a hybrid form of anthrax. It appears to be resistant to all vaccines currently in use. However, there is also evidence of a bespoke cure in production, with the possible intention of being ransomed. Oh, I've screwed up the sentence. I thought I could come back, but I've ruined it now. We're moving on, I've ruined it. Listen carefully, 007. The M3T is an extremely well-balanced shotgun. The M3T is a valuable asset in almost any close combat situation. It didn't say close. I was, again, skipping ahead. It is able to take out enemies at close range while suppressing foes at a distance. Its relatively tight spread requires users to display a degree of accuracy. Oh, what a shame. A modified truck. These, I'll try, since this is a vehicle report. These vehicles have been imported from Europe and are the best vehicles in the world and customised to transport vast quantities of industrial coolant. These modifications have been certified as legal by the local government, despite the work being carried out by an unlicensed operator, and the vehicles having no record of routine safety inspections. Almost-ish. I'd say it was almost semi-decent, but not truly wonderful.
It's the worst in the world.
This is an armoury report. Listen carefully, 00. Every armoury report is going to be my interpretation of Q, I think. Listen, do be careful, 007. The AP-1 is an anti-missile turret. It's a powerful defensive and offensive weapon. Although manually operated, its high rate of fire allows it to reliably protect ships against hostile missiles. The 30mm Gatling gun's muzzle velocity enables it to fire up to 70 seconds a round. Yes. That's one hell of a Gatling gun if it can fire 70 seconds per round. 70 rounds a second, obviously. And custom zoom levels allow its operator to track both distance and close-range targets. Hey, we got a vehicle information again. It's a heavy combat hovercraft, ex-military and designed primarily to sea-lift assault vehicles in hostile environments. Its heavy armour, compartmentalised superstructure and auxiliary power systems make it able to withstand significant damage. However, it is still vulnerable to sustained bombardment. Listen carefully, 007. The UMP's incredible accuracy and stopping power is earned at the cost of its slow fire rate. Despite its flaws, it has a powerful punch and can be highly effective in skilled hands. Well, that's all of the intelligence from Siberia, so we'll actually get on with some gameplay. I hope I didn't bore you too much, because I felt that was the best. That was the best impression in the world. Use the computer. Go on. The same tippity-tap controls again, Bond.
Bond, the research isn't here. You'll have to go to the main computer center. It's protected by biometric security measures, though.
Oh dear.
The only individual with security clearance currently in the building is Pomerov himself. You may be able to get through if you can find Pomerov's fingerprints and a voice sample.
That's not going to be convenient. I have to steal... Let's go steal a man's identity.
The rich and powerful take what they want. We steal it back for you.
Bow banana bam 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 banana do 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 bam 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 bam.
Sometimes bad guys make the best good guys. We provide leverage.
Anyway, after that unnecessary but rather entertaining sidetrack, we're going to try and steal Pomerov's voice, which I think is basically here. Activate the smartphone and scan the voice recording.
That's Pomerov's voice sample. Now you just need to find a scan of Pomerov's fingerprints.
Right, now that's going to be easier said than done. However, I think upstairs... It's a fair classic, really. This is a classic infiltration strategy. That, if you're interested, is the refinery. Where I read that information, originally you would have scanned this scaled-down model to interpret. It's obviously an interpretive one, because I don't remember ever seeing triangular trees. Even in Soviet Siberia. I think Siberia is in... next to Russia, I think, isn't it? Next to Russia. Or is it inside of Russia? Back to not knowing my geography, I'm afraid, but never mind. As I say, it's I'm fairly certain, at the very least, in terms of my layman's ability when it comes to these things, Siberian and Russian is a similar accent and similar culture and stuff. Anyway, out of range. Oh dear. Scan the wine glass, because of course we know for some reason that's Pomerov's wine glass. I'm wondering if I'd paid attention if we'd actually seen Pomerov leave the glass or not. But, because otherwise that's quite the guesswork, isn't it? Some random champagne glass happens to be Pomerov's. It could have been fucking anyone's. Why did you inform me of the... I realise the computer centre's down below. I've got to go downstairs. In Soviet Siberia, Russia, triangles are trees. Anyway, let's jog. It does look a little out of place, I think, because not many people are going to jog around a refinery, I don't think.
Copy, I'm on my way.
Copy, I'm on my way. Who's on his way? Ah, I think the computer room's over there. Ah, yes. Conveniently, he's just got a message. There's one other thing perhaps they should have included. They should have included you stealing one of the people's... One of those guards you knocked out. You should have stolen his radio and went, "This is Command Central. We need you, Mr. Computer Central Man, to head over to the area and stop. Just stop doing what you're doing." Whoa, hello. Suddenly he lurches forward.
Something's going on today. We've got to keep the computer center secure. Understood.
Now, I think it is plausible that one of them heads out this way, although no, it looks... I'll give it a shake. Oh, that was to do with cameras. For anybody who couldn't hear that, there's a camera blinded by the snow again. Oh dear, these things. Ah, I've got a nasty feeling I'm the wrong side. I should never have left that side. Cock! Well, this isn't going hugely well. I will use the MP5 because it will get the job done far... Well, never mind about the far quicker aspect of the statement. Let's, screw it. I need support now. Yes, you need support. And I'm here to give you a hug! With fists. Come on, poke your ugly little head out one more time. Ow. Oh, straight through the hat. I'm gonna go steal your hat. Because I like it. I like your little cap. It's almost a shame you can't. I thought for a second, when it flashed up a command, I thought, holy shit, I can pick up his hat. But no. 'Tis not to be. And here is, of course, the AK-74, which obviously is where I would have got the old information from last time round. I would have scanned the gun and thus revealed unto the world the specification of the AK-74. Which is fairly cool. I do quite like the AK-74. It's very nice. I'm assuming it's the upgraded modern day AK-47, of course. Anything I can't say for any real certainty is whether it's a case of they just leapt from AK-47 to 74 and decided to reverse the number, or whether they did actually go through, right, here is the AK-48. This isn't as good as the 47, is it? No. Here's the 49. Still not as good? No. You cannot upgrade perfection. And the AK-47 is the perfect assault rifle. Accent's gone again. Alright, mate, I'm not planning on doing anything. What? Oh, that's just an MP. What's it? I'm not sure. I've got a feeling, although I might be thinking of something else, but my favourite gun, my favoured gun, may very well turn up in this at some point, but I might be wrong. I know I saw it in a game the other day, but it wasn't quite called the same. It was sort of an upgraded, slightly fantasy-based one, I think. Futuristic rather than fantasy-based, I suppose. Right, well, nothing can go horribly wrong here. I've just wandered in. Don't mind me, I'm a scientist in a fancy suit. Use the computer. No, really, use the computer, Bond. Fucking hell. Dick. Right, I've accessed...
We thought we could get in without setting off the alarm.
Well, you
Time
couldn't.
to access the files. You've got to keep the phone in range. Do you think you can hold out?
You'll be the first to know if I can't.
Oh, what a line. You'll be the first to know if I can't. And now we get to use the AK. A few burst shots on the head. Now, I can't remember which direction. They're still coming from this direction. It's quite good that it fires a couple of shots because it bypasses their helmets. Are you going to come close enough? Yeah, apparently you are. Screw you! You cannot beat Bond if you get too close. Douche douche with the focus shots. Now, as I say, I'm fairly confident that some... What are those two doing? Even in death. Even in death you can't stop people enjoying themselves, I'm sure. Oh, strafed across his head. 40% 007, that's not good enough. I've only got 7, I've got what's in the clip and 7 bullets left. And it would seem I'm facing the entirety of the Siberian army. Didn't know there was this many people in Siberia, let alone fucking all...
Is it 80%? Nearly there.
Good. But I may not be able to hold out much longer. Blind fire was fucking useless. That's what blind fire was. Boosh. What? What are you doing, mate? Ah. Oh, cunning. Cunning or what? He's just... Oh, dang it. He's just stood there providing the perfect distraction, allowing them to sneak up from the side. That wasn't as good as last time, but he got the job done, I suppose. Knock his hat off. I think they're all coming in from this side still. Ba 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 ba. One good thing is I don't think they fired grenades off at this point in the game, so I suppose they couldn't really, because if they start tossing grenades in here, I have to move away from the area hacking. It's a shame I couldn't actually shoot straight through the one guy, managing to take him down. Shoot through one guy's head into the second guy's head. Oh dear, my accuracy's gone to hell and back. Don't know how many bullets I've got left, but not enough. Not enough. Not for this. Ow! Wow, you just came in shooting, didn't you? Just came in shooting. I think 40% is the inevitable. I wonder if that guy who just stopped is going to come in and do something productive this time. Oh, we're down to the silence PP9, which now require 2 shots to kill. Oh, dang it. You've got to time it to a certain degree, because they reel their head back, and then if you can time it just perfectly, you can then lead that second shot absolutely perfectly. Or you can panic. One of those two. Or you can panic. I think we'll start using some focus shots just to clear up the room. Look at that. I am Bond. I am perfect. Oh, I didn't quite make that shot. There's one more geezer. Oh, there's more than one geezer! I've got him! Completely out of bullets. Motherfucker.